People think I be on here just talking. Grand. Falling.
Grand what?
Falling. Since you're trying to be funny. This is the edict of the bull on this channel. I ain't come here to waste my breath and play no games with you. Now, I noticed the other day I was driving down the street and I seen this vehicle. See, that's what I can't find these cards. Not even supposed to be in there. It was a card that said Raptors. The Raptors could never be in power again after them leaving me behind and running off and spending all my money and producing other kids and changing the way that they look and then trying to come back for power. Go, why did you run away in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Into the circus or the industry or into hiding. There's a power in something. Like I feel like something is different because there's a power in. I don't like to use these terms like Israel. The people that ran and they feel powerless because they ran and they want to come back and after a new sun is rising and being born and be in charge and use the power and things that that person is doing to open up portals to use them to abuse them and manipulate the situation. It's like you ran and you left, you mad. You can't come back and stand in your power no more. And so it's like these people are trying to, what you starting stuff. So you went back to stalk us, the people that didn't know we had to run, or we too anointed to run, or something like this, or we really got the power like that, but you trying to dismiss it with whatever you invested in, the children you invested in, because you was mad because God sent y'all out the garden. So y'all try to brainwash the son and wash away the son's identity so you can come back and claim it and sit in power. You know what I'm saying? It's a little unsettling. So these could be the old ones here. They're trying to come back and claim some power through a child or, I don't know, something like this. It's something kind of strange a little bit. You the ones that's raping and mutilating us and things like this, and then standing off in the sidelines like you're not doing anything wrong. You know, and they're like, oh, well, maybe something could come from this. You know, it looked like some of these people are still standing or something. Like, dang, we shouldn't have ran, or we got tricked out of our spot. We got strength and no fear. So we're gonna sit up on this bitch all day. I think. I'm about to go get me some something a little stronger. Okay. So you want to come back and throw these claims you done been to Africa for about 20 years or whatever like this, or in this energy and come back and make these claims. I was looking at that picture. I put some new stuff on my Facebook under Shay Seeking, SHEA, SEE. I don't think a Seeking, like C. Yeah, SEEKING. I'm feeling real good, like rejuvenated this morning for some reason. You know, a lot of people don't want to talk about words because you want to use energy as attack. I was watching a video of this lady. She got on one of them kind of hats or whatever, like a African, like a Queen Latifah hat. That's what I call it. And she like, ain't no such thing as a black man settling down and being with one person. Such and such and such and such. And I'm thinking, I know these people didn't think that you came and tore my family apart. That was a pretty good model citizen family, and by trafficking and swapping and cloning, and you gonna keep yours. And I could see them. So I was looking at this energy of like that lady. I put her up, and right after her I put Krishan, because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out who this girl mama, her real mama is. And I'm like, that gotta be you. That gotta be why we done sat around here and watched this shit go on and it came popular. And that's what the people chose instead of the real person. Um, Somebody saying, oh, it ain't no just settling down with one person or whatever, but mine was, unless you cloned him and you kidnapped him and you've been keeping him hostage in the family and making him populate with other women, unless it's something a little bit more sinister going on. But that's the way my shit go. I ain't never had no traces of no other bitch around here. It ain't never been a discrepancy. So y'all wanted to trash my family. You want to move me to Wisconsin because that got to be a Christine clone, a Holman clone. This is why Mr. Holman is the one that's in charge of the border patrol. Okay, so these is the. Okay, so I'm just trying to get it because Saucy Santana got to be P Diddy's brother. Okay, yeah, because that's Anthony and that's Dante. Okay, and these are the clones and that's the mama. And Krishan would be the little sister or something like this. Because I said these are Papa was a Rolling Stone. This woman might not even be a woman; it could be a man. And this could be who I'm battling with while we in Wisconsin, but it had to go this way. All right. So people trying to act like I'm dead and other people giving me light, motherfucker. I am the way and the light. It's forever. So I don't know. You can keep them. Well, you can't keep them because they belong to me. Them bodies like the one I put up earlier, the little girl with the blonde curly hair. Y'all see me about 15, 20 years ago, 25 years ago in that group picture with the Parham and the Freeman, and I'm in the middle. And I put that picture up so they could have killed that version of me at that place that night, something like this, and then y'all preserve this one and try to make it like but it's not who you chose. It's not the one you chose to kill and bring back to life as a zombie. It's still me. So it may be hard because these people can't come in the face of the real thing. So that's why I said you just might as well strip the standing away from these people. Those are the gotaways. Those are the minorities. Those are the migrant workers. Those are you see what I'm saying? Okay. Those are the ones that pierced me, that whatever this is here, or give those piercing eyes or whatever this is. Okay. How I say in the Bible, he spoke like a this and a spoke like a that. These people don't spoke a like a me. They don't speak a like a me. See? So you trying to keep my channel. This the most vibing ass channel in tarot, and it's the realest motherfucking channel. People like real. They don't not like real. They can't stand it. They squint what they watching. They want, oh, this bitch ain't just saying. But the real attract, motherfucker. You can't tell me I am basically the fucking industry. I am media. Fuck the industry, bitch. Ain't nobody from the industry gonna raise up against or before me. Media, motherfucker. You in my domain. So I'm picturing that some of these social media networks immunity come with don't be fucking with me. Okay? The immunity of the queen. Okay, just immunity in general. I'm the only motherfucker in the United States of America or America that can have immunity right now. God's immunity. That. Okay? So, I'm not gonna fall victim to your fucking this fake prison shit or whatever. It ain't got nothing to do with me. You're not gonna find no drugs in my system. You're not just finding none of that. Okay? So, it's almost time for some of these people. I'm asking God for strange things. I'm using the difference of these particular terms here to identify. Okay, all right. Who are you to tell me I can't call myself the queen when somebody can go to some department right now and change their whole look and turn themselves into a whole boy or a girl? I saw that picture of my husband in that Maybelline in that commercial. These are some traitors. These motherfuckers. You don't got no immunity of the queen. You don't have no immunity of the queen. Y'all used that when I was little and I didn't know who I was. You don't have no immunity of no queen. No, you don't. I don't see nobody at royal court but me rebuilding it from you trying to tear it away or strip it down from me. You know what I'm saying? It's those kind of things. You know, it's like this is when God's child get to walk up and, you know, without the fame and without the stuff and be the one that you wish you was nice to, or you wish you was nicer to, or you wish you would have did your part and didn't want to stop doing your part when the most generally possibly pleasant one, innocent one is standing. It's kind of ridiculous. These are people that group together and try to, you know, persecute somebody behind some fake robes or something like this, by ganging up on somebody. You ain't even in the proper position to even talk to me. It's something like this. You know, I'm from Illinois. My stomach, y'all, them fucking chicken wings. I'm from Illinois. I'm gonna call myself, yeah, I'm learning Wisconsin as a higher level member. And as long as I'm not doing anything illegal in Wisconsin, Wisconsin can't say shit to me. This is Illinois. We just visiting. You a foreign, I'm me. You a foreign entity coming over here prowling on me, trying to stick something on me. If that's what y'all thought, y'all moved me here to end my life by moving to this house across this border or in Racine County. And you thought you was going to use your invisible court system and your underground railroad to try to dismember me or something like this. That's a problem. These are surface level dwellers here. All right. We got something about somebody's mail. I don't know why they keep talking about this mail that's going to Morocco. Because that's federal or higher, whatever. We not there yet physically. So that's for them to handle. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't know what you telling me for. Okay. Yeah, them chicken wings, I just woke up and ate 2 of them. I know I shouldn't have did that. So let's see who this arch nemesis is. Yeah, that's probably Krishan, real mama. I put the pictures up. I put the picture up of Krishan. No, this could be thinking why they think that they daddy is this they daddy world, because this person been living here for a long time. But if ever somebody goes into I don't have to go walk up to you and say, oh, you dead or you can't live or something. If you was coming for me first, I'm telling you now that you don't have no ranking over me. Indivisible. Invisible. They even say with liberty and justice for all. Liberty is over here. All is over here. That's what I said. They turning your home into a prison. Social media is the stalker, because they're allowing people, just because a nice looking guy come on my page and I say, oh, this is a nice looking picture, whether I like it or not, don't mean I want something that look like that or don't look like that, or the thing that's underneath the skin of that to come prowling around my house looking at me. Anything that's putting something inside of me besides me, this me, is a foreign object. So your state is going to be responsible for moving that, because I'm not a person. So you can leave the whole, oh, it's for a person to get an abortion or whatever this is, or get whatever this is, whatever it is. I'm not a person. So if somebody trying to do something like make me go through some scary ass process or some weird ass process where these women was heavily persecuted until the government or the state allow somebody to come in and rape and pillage them, you know, like that boy up there in northern Wisconsin, that Larson's boy. I don't know what the stage name is. There's something going on with these crisis actors. Okay, I thought it was the Secret Service or the special units or something that's supposed to come in and take care of these people if they ever get out of hand. But you want to act stupid. So, like I said, when you act stupid, then I'm gonna act stupid because whatever you saying that is not applying to me. While you're trying to persecute or whatever this is, it's ridiculous to me. Okay, like I wake up every day feeling still like a whatever I am. It don't change. It changes not because of your opinion. It changes not. These people are beneath me in positioning. You could have got a hold of the masculine, but that would be the feminine. That would be the woman. Like I said, you dealing with. As soon as I find out that some of these men and stuff that we were married to or whatever, we thought that they was American because they went to school with us and everything like this, and then you find out they're operating on a foreign server, on what foreign intelligence, and they're using FISA court in order to corruptly plant things on Americans so that they can steal things from them, have power and authority over the children. You know, this could be a fucking problem. This could be seen as a terrorist group. And maybe I'm the one that's supposed to bring light to it or feel it touch me a little bit. Like, who touched my garment? Wait, who touched my garment? What? You're never going to rise above me in that sense. It's not even trying. We're talking about order here. You see? It's already written in our books that these people will never. And that's what the way it's going to stay. So I don't know who's on some deportation list, but you raise your motherfucking voice, your fist, or anything against me, and that's where you're going to be going deporting. Yeah, tombstone in reverse or trombone. I always think tombstone when I see this. The trombone. Okay. Like, I don't know, even with these people, that these are the same people that was like around me as a child or something like this. Like, I don't remember these faces or something like this. You know what I'm saying? You knew somebody was the king when you was spending that money and planning to make sure that your family would be in some kind of position in the future when I rose. We got somebody being cooperative here, and then we got somebody here being impatient here. Imagine somebody silently persecuting you in a court of law. That's not no court of law. You understand what I'm saying? That's not no court of law. Imagine somebody that, like, your boyfriend get moved up to president, and this motherfucker, and matter of fact, my ranking is higher than yours, and then here you go trying to persecute my life? When you already turned yourself into a girl, and your other clone is over there starting a family with somebody else, and you got an illegal divorce or some shit like this. All somebody got to do is pull up the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? Or you got people here stealing our fucking marriages and running off with them, stealing our marriage certificates and then going claiming that they us. This the same judicial system that you want me to respect and handle my case? I don't think so. I'm going to deal with the higher power. And the higher power is also the principal matter of the divine. So the divine is not higher than the higher power. It's the principle of. The higher power is the principle of. So you're not above me. It's the principle. The higher power is the principle over or of the divine. So these are like school children. And I'm Joe, whatever his name is, on Lean On Me. It's that. So we've identified who is these childish people that's not going to go on in these principalities that may be robots now, or they're not flesh and blood. They were never flesh and blood. They were people that came around you as a youth to steal from you and take and make their lives better. And then come back and persecute you when you don't have nothing left. Or me or whoever this is, okay? How would you feel if, now somebody could be making up something why something is going on. Dang, you know what? This wanted to come out at first, and I didn't even notice that that's what flew out. Okay? Somebody's impatient here. Okay? And then we got bang here. Somebody might want to shoot somebody or something. Okay? Or they're saying that somebody shot somebody. I don't know. Or took pictures of somebody. I don't know. Screenshots. This could be like something about screenshots. It says, when I feel impatient, but somebody's not feeling impatient. Something is long overdue. Okay? So, because it's if it was in the upright, somebody's being impatient. If it's in the reverse, somebody's not being impatient. Okay, they have the right to be like demanding something right now. Like for these people to get the fuck up out of my face. It says, wait for my turn, say excuse me. So the disrespect has already been going on for 40 years of your life without you even being able to know it was going on. So we're not out of context or character here to address these things how we're addressing them, whatever this is, or how I'm addressing them. It says, wait for my turn, say excuse me. Like I said, this is like an elder or grandfather that be walking up to you, smacking you, punching you in your eye, giving you a bloody lip, raping you, and then somebody say, be respectful. You know, you trying to tell the police what happened. They say, come on, respect your elders. This nigga just raped me. What do you mean? That's not nothing to me. All right. So it says, count to 10, think of another fun thing to do. So somebody doesn't want to do that. Okay, it's just shoot. This could be also shooting your mouth out, shooting your mouth off, talking, or exposing. They were exploiting you as a child, and you're exposing them freely, like we can do, biblically, emotionally, spiritually, whatever. All right. So how would you feel? All right. How would you feel? We got a mom with the cell phone walking out the room, and the kid got to go to bed. But this is in reverse too. Your parents go out to dinner and leave you with the babysitter. They don't get home in time for your bedtime routine. So I don't know what this is pertaining to, because this didn't happen to somebody. Like this is somebody saying, how would you feel if your parents always gone and you got to go to sleep by yourself? But one thing I was getting as soon as this is, excuse me, somebody's parents didn't go out somewhere by themselves. Somebody could have dragged you along on a mission, and they could be programming you to do something, or handler. This could be a handler or something that's having you do their dirty work. This is what I was picking up yesterday too, when I was looking at one of them cases. Okay, somebody dragging somebody along. Somebody dragging somebody along here, or you find out that somebody that's from the hood then raised themselves up to, a witch coven, or they raised themselves up to a hidden mayor, or a pagan something. It don't got nothing to do with you or me, but we find out that this person saw you move into the city, and the city exalted this person and gave them some type of authority or access to your private information. And this person said, that's a nice looking man. See how good he taking care of that woman? I want this man to have a baby with my daughter. Call this man into my office and give him the opportunity. We'll do this, this, and that if you help us kill your wife so you can come over here and be with my daughter. And then you get your stupid ass caught. And then you get your ass laid down from your centuries of this witchcraft and this spell work that you've been doing. Because somebody is not well versed, but somebody is telling the truth about what's going on. Okay, so the baby could be hidden. Say this is my spouse. And this family ain't nothing but my family, but they done bought themselves up with my money into some position of power and try to degrade me as the real queen with the blood running through my veins. Okay, and I find out that everybody talking about Krishan baby, but that's just a robot doll. The real baby is hidden somewhere because it's my husband's baby, because you kidnapped my husband and took him into the underworld and you made him have a baby, or you took his semen and killed him and then made that baby, and now you're going to put all of my 30 something years worth of what I put into this relationship, never seeing a trace of a female, another female ever, and then try to say, oh, polygamy is something everybody do it, nobody don't do it. Well, bitch, it was getting done over here. I mean, a single family household was getting done over here, and you was jealous. And you thought to rape my family and pillage and break up and kill my children and replace them with clones and robots, that you're going to take over something and you're going to have to sit your motherfucking ass down. So, I don't care about how much support you got when I walk up in the scene, motherfucker, it's a whole different team. So you killed the father, or you killed my father, or the version of father that was here as well, in order to try to bring me down a notch so I wouldn't have power or something here when I was walking in the room and learning the place or something like this. So yeah, that's not gonna work, because I'm still here and I'm not dead or nothing like you about to be. Because if I tell you, I ain't claiming that I'm the queen. It is what it is. I ain't claiming that I'm presidential. It is what it is. So, you know what I'm saying? When they catch you, somebody think they above the law. Like I don't know these people. Oh, but you killed enough to put yourself in a certain position here. You killed enough to put yourself in a certain position. Hmm. Y'all the one, these the people that was following me around or sending people after me when I was going on vacations because you couldn't do what you wanted to do. You can only do certain things while I'm in my home, right? In my residence, but you can send people to go after me when I go on trips and then do things like this and send those little get along gang garbage pail kids to try to do things, stuff like this, you know, because who own the hotels? It's not Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton ain't the real Hilton. I'm more of a Hilton than Paris. So who is working in these hotels where things like this Kanika shit could be going on all the time? They just not reporting on it. And somebody's okay with that decision. Ain't nobody gonna step up and say, well, we know that this really ain't the real Hilton or whatever like this. You know, um, this could stop a lot of this shit that's going on in some of these hotels that's corrupt. Okay. So that's why I said when I shoot my mouth off for something like this and the truth come out, don't be mad. It just is what it is. All right. So these parents could be, these people could be lying, saying that they're guardians and protectors, and they could be dragging some of these children out and using them as weapons to shoot at people or to harm people, and then get the blood or evidence or something like this, or they're taking your blood and your things and putting it on your semen or whatever and putting it on the scene of these crimes that they want to get away with, because they feel like they done made it up in this pagan or unethical gangs or something like this, and you think I came here to play around and dance around with you all night or something like this. A lot of this is riddled with a lot of this is riddled with something. There is, like I said, these people did move themselves up in a certain position where they can all crowd around God. Even this is what you feel like you're gonna do, and then persecute somebody or something. But not now, to move this person and jolt this person around too much, it will cause a problem. And you know that I'm not really with the civil out activists, so ain't nobody probably be gonna be trying to come get me out of jail. If you did try to put something fake on me and put me in jail, I'll probably end up dying there like y'all did to Epstein, so called. Because this is what this all about. The so-called killing of Epstein. And then the stealing and breaking up of or hiding of the money from the son. So we got Fiddle here. All right. I'm hearing like the way, and somebody that feel like they if this is a clone of this spouse or whatever y'all created after keeping this person in some type of subjugation or something, or in a basement for 20 years away from his real person, feeling hopeless or something like this. These people is who y'all giving the money and the so-called power to, so they can feel like it's okay, they're not gonna get caught or something like this. Okay. So somebody was sending me that song. I like the way he liked the way I fiddle. This is, if it can be proven that these people, that's why I say nobody can be serious about wanting justice. If this is it, if in this case these motherfuckers don't think that the Holy Spirit, should get justice, okay, when the whole justice system is fucked up, then you understand what I'm saying? It ain't no need to depend on it. That's what I'm saying. People know that these people been causing some problems or something in this city for a very long time. Somebody come and bring hope. That's why I said it got to be niggas, because they the only ones that sit back and put their hands behind their back when they know this it's a heathenistic group of motherfuckers that been going around here terrorizing people, and you see somebody standing by themselves and standing strong and approaching these people. They didn't say, well, I don't know, I didn't see little Raphael through here, all this time, when you seen that nigga kill that person, but you think that his family is big and bad, and somebody stand up by themselves without looking behind their back to see if somebody else is supporting them, a new person or something like this. That's the motherfucker you supposed to back. Unless these people that infected the whole top layer of this society or this particular state, and everybody got to get knocked the fuck down, and it ain't no choice but for a righteous holy queen or king to stand up. That means that somebody's energy, their core element, is pure. Especially if these people have fed off of that energy in any kind of way. You've already taken the knee, baby. You already taken the knee. If you already fed off the energy, or anybody in your family, you might well drop the fuck down. You drank from my stew, my blood, my sales, my something, my children, motherfucker, my husband, get your ass down. I wish you would. Because if these are the elders or the raptor, you had to come feed off the energy in order to get yourself fueled back up to think that you was gonna have another round. You would have had to think that you was gonna have another round. You would have had to. You would have had to. And they made this a popularity contest. And you done made yourself a popularity contest. Yeah, we got the heart. Okay, there's no second spot when we talking about the Most High. And I don't need your permission, and I don't need you to be in your secret clubs or none of that. It says the heart signifies great joy when near. Okay, and we have the heart is in reverse here. Okay, somebody can't fiddle with somebody, and somebody could be sad, nervous, scared. What y'all using, Mommy Wata? All right, class is dismissed. Okay, you using Mommy Watson because listen, I can talk about whatever I want to talk about. I'm not talking about nothing too harmful. You might find something sporadic, but you could go right on YouTube and click through here, and you can find something even more inappropriate than what I'm saying on this channel right now. Something that make a lot less sense. You know, somebody, you didn't mess with these people. They shouldn't have messed with you. So you could be heartless with these people. Okay, we got Lee. Somebody named Lee is in reverse. Billy. Somebody is in reverse. Bill Lee. So the B is in the upright, but Lee is in reverse. So this could be something like an emergence of a sector of people that got together a long time ago, maybe even before I was born. But see, my last name is B. My in-laws ain't. Maybe people in the community could be having a B for their last name. Okay. But this is giving me Lenny, Lee and Nee are in reverse. We got the B or a big B here. I don't know, somebody named, like I said, because my dad's initials is BB. That's why I'll be thinking about Muddy Waters or BB. What's his name? The singer, the jazz singer or something like this, King. Because he looked like a dark-skinned version of a male from my family. You know, the phenotype. So I'm just wondering if these are the people that came like before or whatever. But obviously, if the country is in this state, and we still dealing with like not even this is just as the son right now. What I say, these generationers from the 80s up until now, like the 40-something years that I've been alive. Pretty sure these people have other sector. This is not their only little sector. The way that they have been able to do this is to kill the person that's rising to actually make a change by private sectors throughout the nation. You get what I'm saying? They don't want somebody like you playing around here, okay? Because if I'm finding about some like scientists taking some kind of extremes or something, trying to play God or something like this. This is like what else? What are we? We got all this science and everything, and the people is sicker. The people is dumber. The people is more silent. The people can't speak. They speechless. You know what is all that for? That's what I'm trying to figure out. So you got all this science and stuff, advancements. Is it too much for everybody to handle here? Do we need to cut back on funding scientists? Do we need to cut back on something generally in a period for a healing, just to figure out what we already have going on? Because these are some things that people, you talking about the border wall and all that, motherfucker. Somebody better look at something a little bit different here. And shit like this can be done. All right? So you wouldn't talk about tariffs, but you know what? Guess what? It's something else going on that end of things. On that spectrum where the wickedest motherfuckers in the world got access to science readily available. Maybe at home in their basements, they got a laboratory or a laboratory. And this is changing people's lives. They taking their smaller sectors in neighborhoods, in labs, in the neighbor's house and things like this. And these people coming in people's house, picking certain people that they want to stalk and harass and kill and make sick and things like this slowly while the public watches and flatter you with tarot readings like, girl, you kicking ass around here. You know good and damn well you not. This is flattery. That's dead. And these people or these I'm starting to call them some kind of, I don't know, some kind of disease. This is the motherfucking disease. You know what I'm saying? Oh, your nose ain't, your blood dripping all down your shirt. Your nose ain't bleeding, girl. You got this. You ain't bleeding to death. You get what I'm saying? All right. So this might be the end of something that has to do with like an aunt, a mother, you know, a father. You know, this is somebody that built up different sectors throughout this time here. Maybe it's somebody's the existence of a father figure or something could have been here for the past 100 years, building whatever this is, and the child is the one to come here and break it all the way down. You see what I'm saying? Because they wouldn't they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop. You know, like Peter Guns, they wouldn't stop. They wouldn't stop. Okay? They seen this child radiance through bloodline. So this do have something to do with somebody's bloodline or something like this, whether this is the real bloodline or not. It could be only the one child from this bloodline that starts with a B. The rest of the people could be fake. Or it could be the one person that don't got the same blood as these people, but it's rising up out of this bloodline. You understand what I'm saying? That these people was drinking from and being merry and ass backwards and tripping and everything.
Later, go and check on her car.
Okay. One, let her go with to get some fresh air. Yeah. We got the Knight of Cups here. This could be the Spider-Man interdimensional person that was like feeding off this child since a little kid and weaving a web. The weaver of webs was in reverse the other day on here. Okay. All right. And then we have this person drinking from this child. So if I said if you had a drink or these are drink champs or whatever this is, somebody already sold their birthright. Okay. And then again, somebody could be going and picking a whole different person than this child to lift up or pull or whatever this is. Because the woman is looking confused. Okay. And the man is like, yeah, I'm leaning all the way into this. Okay. So there's something about somebody taking something from this child of a bloodline, maybe even interdimensionally. Okay. So this is like people that moved down south in the 80s because they were found to be guilty of doing something, okay? Or they were been found to do something here. I don't know what this is, okay? Yeah, and it says, again, something to do. This child doesn't do whatever these people do. This child with this B don't do what these people do. So this is somebody that don't have to drink off of other people to be successful. They just need the state, the county men, the crown to do the right thing and make these people pay this child this money back, even if it take them a lifetime. So I'm hearing I'm going to have the same rights and same representation as all the men or the boys or the father or the mother or whatever it was that sat on these particular these thrones throughout the past times. The same fucking thing is going to apply to when it comes to me. You understand? All right. Even when it comes to the father, because I am the father. If the father is running through me at this time, and if my father or my earthly father is raising his hand to me, you raising your hand to God, and you gonna motherfucking lose it. So this is what I'm looking at like this. Okay. You know, they're taking advantage of someone that you coming back trying to get something from somebody that you refuse to teach about they self or whatever this is. You took they self on the run and you was this person or this child all this time and taking from this child the whole time. And you're going to bring your raggedy ass back here and demand respect with a whole bunch of kids attached to my motherfucking money that I never even seen in my life. And you ain't present nothing to the king, bitch. You ain't got nothing in your motherfucking hand to give. That's a motherfucking problem. Because you think that you have the advantage because you've been able to hold back some type of information or something like this. And I'm telling you what you was holding back without knowing the whole time. You understand? This is what we're talking about here today. This is what we're talking about here today. You understand? And then and it maybe even drink from somebody here as a night energy and then show up getting another person when both of these people got the energy from this child or this person here or this young lion or whatever it is. Okay. So with the Lizzo energy, I'm hearing, no, I ain't fucked Drake yet. So there could be something here about a dynamic here. These people could be past life. It ain't past life, it's in this lifetime, but in my past or something around this hiding of the queen or whatever. These people could be connected in some kind of way. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Because somebody could be foreign here. Even this woman that this person is taking, this is a bloodline or something like this here, all right, that don't have to do that with people's blood or something. They are the blood or the true blood. And then you have this Spider-Man person taking from drinking from this person, bringing it probably to another man, and then this man is picking another woman. All right, somebody that I don't know don't have nothing to do with this. This could be this Lizzo energy or something. Somebody like, oh, I choose this one, but it's really this is the chosen one already. So you can't take from this person and then say I'm gonna choose. You already chose when you took something from this person. You already got tapped in. All right, and plus this person is foreign or this Lizzo energy got to go or something. Somebody is not of the nature. This could be India playing around, having them energy playing around, something like this here. Okay. Now, this might be somebody that's like, I'll just go or something. I don't know. Because we do have the strength card in reverse. Normally the lion, if this is in the upright, this lion was able to knock this person down. All right. Now, this could be a masculine energy here that's not really a lion. So they could be, oh, this is the king or whatever, just to smite the real motherfucker here. Okay. Or this person ain't ready or da 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 da, but you just ain't going to teach the motherfucker nothing. You mean to tell me, because anybody could be just a king. A king could just be 3 years old and become the king. And they don't know shit. They got to rely on the council in order to get them through whatever. All right? And that's kind of like a dangerous situation. Because if the little boy that's 3, his whole family dead, he the only one left, then the council can come up and just kill that person. Just say, yeah, this ain't the son. This a lie or whatever. And scoot this person or run this person out of town or something like this. You know what I'm saying? So again, there's some foreign nature here. This masculine maybe couldn't knock this person down or move this person over or something like this. Okay. Ooh, I gotta use the bathroom now. Okay. This could be somebody that was stripping the real queen or the real chosen one of getting mad because you won't be some project for them to exploit. Okay. So that they can have the position that's called murder. Okay. Probably in the first degree or somebody's degree. Okay. And then we have, like I said, whatever this has something to do with the state. And this has something to do with the state and the country. So it's something like, all the this is like order here. All these people, what they've been able to do without cluing in the child. That's it's like, what was y'all planning on doing? Yeah, this could be how we take down all these wicked motherfuckers in the state and put some righteous people in. We can catch them up. We can end this. We know these charades or whatever the fuck this is. Okay. Let's start one state at a time. Somebody that got a child like me. Maybe it's no other state that got a child like me. Well, we right here in the midst of the garden. Let's start here. And let it go and trickle and rain back down into my own homeland, which would be Illinois, supposedly. You know what I'm saying? We could start here. So it's something like this here. This is the reality that somebody wasn't able to move this person, even though thought it was cuter or better or already famous or popular, whatever this is. A male here was not, that's calling themselves king, is not the king. They was not able to move this person. This person ain't said nothing to me. Who is that? Is that the person that say it to my face too? The song? I haven't seen any of these people. If they were around me when I was little, I haven't seen them since then. They're estranged. This is some form of abandonment or something like this. Okay? So the reality could be that this energy here, Now, do I think that this person, I mean, I don't know. This could be somebody else that did this for you, or this could be in the spirit. You was able to knock this person's head off. Okay, somebody said off with the head. Now, you could have went into the spirit realm and was able to knock this person's head off, and now this person is gone. Okay, somebody is trying to use my. It's this not a gift. This is my being. This is my birthright to talk and speak and see how I see. This is why you get immunity, because a normal person is not supposed to get immunity with this. You're taking your chances as a high priestess, but with this type of anointing, I should be able to speak the truth about this, because your government not giving it to you, the media not giving it to you. It's been overran by the motherfuckers that bought their way to the top. So there's no persecution here. Okay, this is also why it's kind of wise to stay home in this time, so you can prove what you can have an alibi. The alibi is my home. That's where I've been. I don't know. But there's a breakage in some type of communication where the outsiders know what's about to happen. The Holy Spirit don't know, because she don't see the wicked, but she will be the, or the, as the Empress, she will be the heralder. That's why she got that rolls up newspaper in her sleeve. She will be the heralder of this information directly through God within a certain amount of time of what this is. So it would be silly, because it's more of a live wire. It would be silly for you to be trying to throw a video from this bitch 3 years ago that's saying the same thing I'm saying today, that's matching up with something that must have. This feels live, like recently. So whatever this is happening recently. So, that's what I say, oh, how could that person know that? They must have been in there or something like this. No, this is God. You understand? So you could take them videos from 3 years ago with a turn on them to try to make me listen to them. It's the same shit over and over again. It's still my information. This means somebody took a chunk of beef out of my beef stew, out of my Ace of Cups. And I think the Ace of Cups was on the top of the deck when we started today. You took a chunk of stew that's been lasting you, for a long time. Right? Learn from them Amish people how to store that kind of meat. Okay, and you've been nibbling on that same piece of meat. Okay, and so you done already sold your birthright. So for you to claim to be above me, I know just like somebody know they book or they material or something like this, or they swag on their channel or something like this, whether they got an LLC, because being the tree of life at existing or coming to existence from that. That is the LLC. You can't tell me what the fuck to believe in or something like this. It wouldn't even be no reason for us to take any of this even further. On the local level, we could just talk about it like this. You pagan and you studying that, you doing this, you going underground, you doing this. Okay, respect my shit. The LLC is me being a product of the tree of life. I'm going to do it without it. That's why I'm here to teach these people a lesson of this. Because to these children that you did this to, they had no clue that you were going and making these assumptions about them. They had no clue that they could not protect themselves or nothing. So I'm someone that has the adventurous mind or spirit as a child, but I can also be serious as your motherfucking mama, your boss, your president, your queen, or something like this when I need to be. So it's something about, but you still 60-something years old, 70-something years old and childish as fuck, playing around in grown-ass people's lives that you had nothing to do with. None of my family was, oh, girl, let me keep your kids. Let me help you. Oh, girl, come here. Let me just, none of no people, my mom don't even, you ask my mom today, okay? She wouldn't be able to tell you each one of my motherfucking kids. I'm not knocking nobody. I'm just telling you. Why would you be listening to a woman like this about me behind the scenes, gossiping about me? That would be gossip. My mom could not sit there and tell you my children's all four. It's just the truth. All four of their full name. And I'm not saying nothing for it. I take people for what that is. I'm never going to beg a motherfucker to be how I want them to be. I really don't even give a fuck. I live my life a certain type of way. The only thing was important for me is what I was doing in the house with my motherfucking kids. I was never a nosy motherfucker. I wasn't running up over neighbors. Girl, what you doing over here? Da, da, da. Nah. I'm the type of person that people want to call over and talk to for hours, and I'll sit there and listen without judging them. So we could go somewhere else with that. Okay? These is people that like to gossip about people. If there ain't nothing to gossip about, they'll kidnap or clone one of your kids and go throw them out there and be like, you know, her daughter, a little hoe, be walking around here. You don't know, your daughter could be on the other side of the city, the same city you in, hoeing. But the version that you got at the crib might be a one that was already in the underground as a hoe, as a little kid, and they like being at your house, you know, because they don't have to do that like they had to do in the underworld. And the underworld is ruining your motherfucking kid because they look so much alike because they're a clone or they're a splice or these people been stealing your DNA playing with it like some fucking Dexter's laboratory. You understand what I'm saying? And then they putting that on you. And when you want to be a councilman in the future, you upset because your child. They like, oh well, we could say this about your child. No, the fuck you can't. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or yes, you can. That don't got nothing to do with me. Even if I had 4 kids and they was all strung out on drugs and that ain't got shit to do with me. Even if they was living in the house and they had the wool over my eyes the whole time and I didn't know, that ain't got shit to do with me. And what I'm being, that don't have nothing to do with me. Okay. So somebody could have thought somebody was very beautiful, but they feel like this person is not beauty, or this family could have convinced a masculine. This could be the older version of my masculine that they stopped producing this male in like the 90s or something. The family could have said, oh yes, you know, Shalonda ran away or something. We're gonna move you over here because you didn't know that she was the queen or something like. So we're gonna set you up over here with somebody else or something. They could have lied or something like this. This person heartbroken ever since then for 22 years or something like this. You could have went to a family barbecue and you don't realize that y'all didn't wake up, y'all drank something or ate something there, and all your whole family fell asleep and these motherfuckers just dispersed you somewhere. And then you woke up with something that looked like your family and you just went on about your business. You know, something like this here. Like I said, they're not spending money, time, their reputation to do this to anybody. They're doing this to certain people here. And then soiling your energy or your information on the dark web or amongst a group of people or locals, so that it can seem real. When the locals know your filthy motherfucking ass. Yeah, okay. So that's the thing here. All right. So again, somebody is seeing that even if somebody is pretty on the outside or they have something to offer, the person is not. A lot of times when a lot of people go through weight loss, they get real, people be like, oh, I want you to lose weight, babe. And then they don't know how to handle the monster that's presented in front of them. I feel like somebody learns this lesson a lot. They take a lot of women through some type of, they take a lot of women. These are the children of the devil or the synagogue of Satan. So don't tell me nothing about being the morning star. These are the fake people that say that they are Jews or Hebrew and they're not. They say they alchemists and they not. They using my blood against me. You're not no fucking alchemist. I don't have to use nobody. So again, like I said, this is where we at here. Some people could be using a child or, oh, that you this or that or something like this. Like you couldn't be an adult. So people are like, why are you saying that this could be you? Because this is what they're going to say. Oh, this person didn't go before the council, but you did that on purpose. This person didn't go through this particular schooling, but you did that on purpose. You starved. This is starving somebody. These are parents that in unfit guardians and things like this that have had access to a child or a grown-up for a long time that's more intelligent than they are, but they will go and stain your image to make it seem like you not. Okay, until people hear you talk, then they want you to go silent. They don't want your channel to grow. They don't want people to share your stuff because this could really be it. They keep killing people off and then trying to pull up a child, but you could never pull it off because if you pulling up this child around people like you, they gonna end up corrupt like you, and so we're gonna get the same product as you. And so you see. So this could represent, even though as a boy here, this could represent, also I heard that they just killed somebody's son, brought the child back, and these people are going to be able to see this ram or this goat over this person. They're going to be able to manipulate this child. You or I am the one that has to stop it now. Because if they're trying to say that this is a little boy right now, this already dead and manipulated by these people. This is like India saying, okay, well, you don't want to do it like we say. No, I'm the motherfucking king here. Right? If you don't want to do it the way I say, you got to go. I already found out that y'all trying to leave me out of the whole trajectory of my motherfucking nation. That's done. It'd be lucky if I just don't find. Oh, you put, what did you put on your paperwork? India? Okay, well, let's get you shipped back to India, motherfucker, because it can get real ruthless around here. And everybody could just go back and reapply. It could be done. It could be done. Oh, you a part of this secret society, or you a Freemason? Oh, and you didn't free my son, and you want your son's free? Oh, okay. Then this is a terrorist group. You will have to go and come back and reapply. You see, whatever rock you crawling up on, Chris Rock, somebody Rock, Eddie Griffin, whatever this is, whatever you crawling up under, and you calling the president or something, you see it, Lil Wayne, any of these things like this, you motherfuckers could go and then have to reapply to come back into the nation. I bet you we'll figure out what the problem is then. You see, you want to call America prejudice when she want to stand up for herself. But everybody's supposed to be able to come in here, send their kids in here, don't pay nothing, don't do nothing like this. That shit is over. It's done with. It's not. I'm just talking about it on a motherly energy. You want to mammify me? Well, hear me. You see what I'm saying? This is what we can do. You know, because I can't send my child home. But if I come back home and these people cussing and running around here, tearing up shit, eating up all my food, I can send your friends home. You want to act, but mom, well, just get out of my room. I can send your motherfucking friends home and I can whoop your ass. You want to take your little ass around here that don't know nothing, or you listen to that naive grandma or something, that old saddlebag or whatever, and come up over here trying to tell me something about what the fuck going on in my house when your grandma ain't never picked you up and take you shopping to buy a new hat or nothing, motherfucker, or they never even been around you. You done been fooled by some people that came up in here and said, well, I'm your mama's long lost cousin and something. She act like this and that's why. And you listen to them and you set up under the motherfucking house with me all this time and you seen what kind of mother I am? We got a problem then. The motherfucker you don't want to mess with is somebody that dedicated their life and they ain't got shit else but their motherfucking family. Because you could think you stripped everything, but I bet you won't win. I bet you when that motherfucker start waking up and realizing what happened, I bet you won't win. I bet you gonna end up looking at the monsters that the fuck you are. I bet you end up beheaded, or you end up, because somebody had to behead this person. I bet you end up out of motherfucking place. I bet you that. I bet you could have these people up in here, whatever this doing, sneaking around my back and thinking, I don't know what the fuck going on between the sister, child, husband, and all this shit. And you think that, oh my God, why would you say that? And you think that made me back off or something like this, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck if they fucking upstairs right now today. That's how dearly departed I am from the situation to get justice. You understand what I'm saying? I hope they recording it, so I have some proof when I go back to court or when I go to court. All right? Because you will not defeat this motherfucking time. You don't play with me. I don't play about myself. So these is people that lied and shit like this and trying to say, oh, this person is like this, or you can't even prove this stuff. You listen to gossip in the courtrooms. Oh, it's about to be a lot of judges gonna lose their motherfucking job. But I bet you at the end of this, somebody gonna be treating somebody like royalty around here, because somebody about to be looking foolish here. All right? So we got power here. So somebody with power is doing something here, okay? You a whole judge over a whole nation of people, and you let an old bird that been doing this shit over and over again. You done seen this person's signature. And what I mean by signature is the way that they persecute people. And you ain't tired of looking at this old bitch. You done had all these young people that been promised to you, and you done loved and lost, and you still believe in this old bitch coming up in here with this information about these people that you could tell is righteous and innocent, and you think you're not about to get your motherfucking day? It's coming. Today. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. All right. So somebody is seeing that somebody is a high priestess or a bad witch. Okay. And they could be giving somebody else power over a situation here. Okay. 40 years, somebody been ruining a young lady or a young man or a young family. You going to get what you see, because the rest of them people probably wasn't righteous. The rest of them people in their Truman Show life or in the Matrix maybe didn't live their life the way me and my person did. I don't know what the fuck he could have been doing on the other side of Between Worlds. I'm only concerned about what was my reality as the Holy Spirit. I couldn't see the wickedness. That ain't got nothing to do with me either. I'm only talking about my reality. That can only be destroyed by pure envy. Now, do I still need that? Am I fighting for that right now after it's been touched like this? No, we're addressing it so we can lay this on the line. We can write about it, go ahead and talk about it, and move the fuck on. So nobody's fighting for the actual family dynamic. I know whatever it is dead or is something like this is not coming back. But what it will be is written properly. And it will be including black people, the demise of other so-called black people. Okay? By the time I leave here. All right? That's a new system. It's a new world order or something that's going to be coming in to fruition here. All right? So we got this Lizzo energy in reverse. Somebody could be losing some type of cosmic consciousness or something like this. Even though I feel like, well, yeah, because I feel like this is not normal. Somebody was, I told you somebody is like a lab rat person or something that got something that extended their, like I told you, an X-Men person. A spill, a chemical spill that turned this person. They found out their eyes glow at night and they could do this, or they found out that they get led by a different kind of energy from a different planet to go walking and prowling around. Somebody got something like this. All right. Somebody got something like this here. All right. Somebody's on the fence here. These are people that, because of their brute force and their not even military, their monetary might, they have been able to have people give their children over to them. It's just disgusting, and I'm just tired of it. Whatever it is, I'm just tired of it. I didn't come here just to realize it and come this far. And I'm tired of fake, nice, good people saying, "Oh, we're gonna stop these child." And you got a child tied up in your basement right now, but you know the earth, the world is, or some of these places is so chaotic and off balance. Nobody even is gonna care. If I feel somebody is up fighting for, you better be. I want to maybe. I'm gonna speculate about that person, especially if I could see through you. And I would like a full investigation on everybody that think that they're going to come in front of people and talk on the media. It needs to be a cleansing. It needs to be a whole cleansing. Because if you think that anything is going to change with this bullshit that's going on here, I can see everything is so fake. Court system fake. Any of us, you talking about Donald Trump doing this and sending people away. Motherfucker, it's people going to jail that's 100% innocent. They went into these people's house because they knew that they was innocent and took them to jail and try to force them to sign something to do something like this and either kill them or send them back home chipped or send them back home with a new attitude. And this is a problem here. This is a problem here. Somebody knows that I don't like injustice or innocent people serving time for criminals' crimes. And somebody is trying to be funny here by overdoing something here to try to show that they boss. You showing you a fucking clown. That's what you showing. People are locking up people because they liked the girl that they liked in the 5th grade and they and they found out they got married and had a kid and they didn't want to wait no longer for these people to break up or something. So they went in and used their tools to break down and chisel out your family and chase. You got to be kidding me. This is what our nation was built on. If you want to be in a third world country, go back home. Go back home. And that's for anybody, because a lot of Caucasian people can find something in their bloodline too that they can go back to if that's the way it motherfucking goes. If you here causing trouble, but you got Irish or Italian or something in your blood, this is all Americana. I'ma always put it first. Somebody could be doing something with some legalities here. King of Swords. Somebody could be in the court system or something that is wielding their sword against somebody or whatever, but they might be looking bad now. This could be a father or something, the King of Swords, that feel like their child is going to outrun them or outsource them or something like a Chronos energies or something like this here. But people are protecting this child or something like this from this person. Okay. I don't know. It's almost like this person could have been also protecting people that was drinking and taking from somebody. Oh, sir, was you really let this person? You know how sacred that is. You let these people take all these people take from this child. Somebody could be trying to cover up their works. They could be at work today, at the Saturday, at the court system, or talking to somebody trying to manipulate something. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, somebody's flow here. Somebody be kind of trying to manipulate somebody's flow. This is also a sense of clarity here. Or see, we got the be or be the radiance. But then we also have this flow here. Something about something being clear here. There could be two children or there could be a doppelganger energy. Okay, I'm hearing like eyes like fire and eyes like water. I don't know, it's something like this here. These could be twins. One is dark and one is light. King of Swords energy here. Whoever won the competition, this is who child got to survive or something. I don't know. I don't know if a King of Swords could. I don't know. Sacrifice that child. Some kind of transformation, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. There's a man being bit by a lion in the thigh. Excuse me. And we got a Kali or a Kali kind of energy here. That's about to pierce the man. So this could be like Kali and the lion. I don't know. Coming against like a sultan or something. You know, never trust anybody that do everything that they do amongst the kingdom in the dark or in the underground. What the fuck is you? The devil? How would you feel? Okay, all these people playing, laughing, having fun. This person over here on the bench. You see kids playing on the swings, and you on the swing too, but they are all taken. So I don't know if somebody done got into a little fight. Okay. All right. Somebody could be learning some kind of discipline on how to share. I don't know what this is. Okay. I don't know if somebody's child is being abused because the child you could be the mother and the child remind them of the past or you, and they could be all compromised or brainwashed by a new person, and that person has children that could or could not be their children, and somebody's being mean to this child because they want to push this child out the way. This is like a mother, a woman that come in with her children, and the father be all in her ass, and the child is being neglected. But these people could have clearly gave this child. This could be somebody amongst zombies too. Could have clearly just gave this child to the mother, but they don't want the child. They're abusing the child, but in the public eye, they act like they was the perfect father. They may not be the same no more. Okay. And something could have happened to your child. Somebody could have even killed a child so they don't have to fucking give you child support and the child. Somebody could have known. I was watching something about the Olympians, whatever. Like you knew that Hera wanted her son or whatever like this, and you kept him away from her, and you did this and that. But I think it's the family here. I think somebody was dead and gone or going through a transformation for a long time. It's this family here. Something about the root river energy. It's this family here. Okay. A boy could have got drowned. It's the family here that's doing something here. It's the family here that has done something. Okay. Taylor girl, Taylor gang. It's these people here. Sometimes it could be it could be a street called Taylor, a county or something like this. And this shit is going on heavily in this area. And nobody's doing nothing about it. So outside forces might have to come in and check something here. Yeah, somebody could be in fear here. Okay, because you know what these people did. Somebody trying to shut somebody up. Because you know what happened to this child or something like this. This somebody like, well, you know that lady was your wife was with or your new girlfriend or something like this. And somebody like, no, girl, I done seen this. I done seen this spell work throughout my life. So I know exactly how to handle it. See, and somebody knows that that it wouldn't work with me. Somebody knows it wouldn't work with me. So this could be an estranged person that's why I said somebody had a nerve to steal your child from you and keep you out of their life and act like you don't and you didn't even know this child exists, or they had the nerves to go in and take your semen. This how you gonna treat a child after you done went into a royal priesthood or something like this? Because this would have been when I was a priest then. When I was first starting my journey, doing a history and biblical. So you didn't really have even before then, I wasn't even tapped in. So my third eye wasn't even open in that picture that I put up of me that looked like that girl, I see the light. I didn't even have the light then. You see, I could have had a light that these people could see, but I wasn't pushing, I was living a different lifestyle back then. I was living a whole different lifestyle. So if you killed me at that time, it maybe wasn't nothing that I can brag about or be proud about. Say, please, you ain't talking about me. No, the way I live my life or something like this, no, because I was still out drinking, partying, even though I don't think there's anything wrong with that. That's culturally okay for many people, right? You see what I'm saying? But I was different back then. So if I ever died at that point, believe me, that was not the chosen one. We'll just say it like that. That was not the chosen one. This could be what was hidden. Okay. I've never been a bad person, but I'm just saying, you can't be comparing that to somebody that barely leaves the house and is just donating their time to help guide people in another kind of way. That I'm being vocal and sharing this information to open up the eyes of many and being obedient to source or whatever this is about something. I was not doing that back then. You see what I'm saying? So I've never been a bad person or breaking the law and everything like this. But you see what I'm saying? Who the fuck are these people to be the judge? The neighborhood ain't judging me. I ain't never been to court for no reason. Why? You see what I'm saying? Okay, somebody could be hiding the fact um that they're scared. I'm hearing the devil. Look, we got Arch and we got drag. I don't know. The devil could be putting away this drag queen. Somebody could be, I don't know. Somebody's hiding the fact that they scared. Maybe they was leaning on this person that had a cosmic communication, or they thought that this person did, so they could have conjured up a whole bunch of stuff and say, go ahead and use your cosmic powers. And they're like, it ain't working or something. Or they got married to this person and like, what happened to your powers? It ain't working. Once you get married, you get cut off from your original source. And the girl that we ruined, that's the one that had the source. Or the guy that we ruined, that's the one that had the source. These is people that have some type of trick or something here. Okay? Up their sleeve. So you knock me off of my feet energy. Okay, a drag queen in reverse. Somebody could be not trying to dress like a woman no more. Okay, somebody's name could be Jackson or Michael. Somebody's hiding something. A queen of cups is knocked off of their seat by real power here. All right, and then we have the right action in reverse. Somebody's hiding something. Somebody's hiding that they're scared or something like this here. Okay, and they're not at oneness with somebody anymore. I'm telling you, somebody is hiding something here. Okay. So, and because somebody has memory of something, this is showing the true identity of somebody or something here. With this memory and this elephant, somebody is being recognized as something like this. And this, whatever this is growing or expanding here. Okay, it's time for a new creation or a new world order or something right here with this 21 energy. It's time for these old energies to, I don't know, this is the truth here. That somebody is just a dirty witch. Okay. And they trying to claim that you could be this or something like this, and and giving a strip you was never given a strip tease, or somebody could be going and cleaning something up because somebody could have been trying to humiliate you. Okay, or somebody's looking at you. Don't ever look at me as a Moses. I'ma always be a God. But somebody could be trying to Mosify somebody. But it seemed like this past Moses has had a lot of power that they shouldn't have had. That should have been questioned a long time ago. So you must have been using the power of God. You must have been using the power of God, or this child that was hidden or something like this. And if this child was the one that went through these things, we wouldn't have never had to support all these people that you made us put through this stuff that was getting on our nerves all this time and corrupting and fucking up all our court system and everything. We would have only been dealing with one person. It'd have been one power calling justice or something like this. But if somebody is about to be sitting in this justice seat, or you're gonna be the one wielding something, somebody done sent a page of wands energy in here to rape a judge, okay, to make you look like something. So maybe these people wasn't able to complete a theory about you or something like this about you. So they done sent a young person in here to sleep with a judge so they can make a how they'll put on the media, oh, a teacher was having sex with her little person. Well, I never asked you to hook up these kids to my server to learn anything. It's actually sacred knowledge, so you should be going to jail now. This knowledge is not for your children. This knowledge is not for you. So I should not be talking. I should not have no dealings with none of these people. So somebody could have tried to cause a controversy by having a person come in and give it to you. This could be of shaming a woman, like somebody can't be thinking clearly, seeing clearly, acting like an adult, moving in some type of way of authority, moving in some kind of way of synchronicity with source, moving with some type of power without fucking their way to the top or something like this. Somebody can't be moving in that energy, so they have to go ahead and show you something. Oh, you think you're gonna be a judge and I'm only looked at as a witch, or I'm only looked at as somebody that's a pagan judge, and you think you're gonna go into the system and be like the Most High or a Supreme Court judge? Oh no, I'ma show you, little bitch. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna show you the power. It still ain't more than me if you got to go through some dirty shit like this. But this is somebody doing this. So letting go of a child. This could be, like I told y'all, that this version of this Drake, the side court Drake with the little boy and the giving him the candy and shit on the side court. This could be telling us that just let go, because these people, even when we talking about Boosie and them and Beyonce and them, that this is true. When that little boy Major died in Milwaukee, and that person that looked just like Boosie and Nate Dogg showed up on the scene and was on the news, that could have been verifying the fact that the son here, the little boy, Drake little boy, or one of his clones was actually killed. This could be what this is. This is, I did a video on this a long time ago, and that could be my son or something like this. And LaRasha had something to do with it, and then splice the new son with her DNA, because they said, "Oh, we're gonna be the ones at the top, or we're gonna leave her behind or something because she was right about everything, and it's really God, and let's show her that we don't give a fuck about God, and all you motherfuckers gonna lose your motherfucking life." Or you got the daddy locked up and y'all robbing niggas like this. Some of these people that you get the community or the public to despise them, and then put them in jail or throw them in somebody's dungeon or something like this, and be done with it and act like this person's still. I think the real Drake died like 19 years ago, or the real Derek, whatever this is. Somebody died a long time ago. Yeah, and they thought that this was the right action or something like this, and it just wasn't. So again, this Queen of Swords is beneath me. This eternal energy or something like this, or whoever the real judge is here. These people had something to do with this person. You maybe didn't know the truth about a situation here. Yeah, so a tower is going to be brought to this situation here. Whoever this young person is that came to rape a person that's being serious, that's walking with integrity. No, they might not have the. But what are you doing taking? That's what I'm saying. Why isn't somebody having a job and getting paid a lot of money for what they're doing? That somebody could be skilled. They already have an eye, a real keen for something. Because some people is getting humiliated or embarrassed because you might be able to solve some crimes that they haven't been able to solve in 30 years. Why? It ain't because these people is dumb. What else are you into that these people can't solve these small town crimes? And I know that you've been rebuilding yourself and replenishing yourself and your children in these communities with different men and women to change the way that they look, and just move them around the county in different parts of the county. And I know y'all know what the fuck happened for real. I know you know. Before the bullet hits somebody in the chest, it's a group or a family sector that's hiding under different names and nationalities and shit like this in these states and in these counties that know exactly what happened, and nobody goes to jail. And that shit is about to be over. We got the magician here. Okay? Didn't nobody come here to play with these people. You started it. You started it by playing with me. You understand? Queen, we got the King of Swords here. You started it. It ain't nowhere where you can't say that. One thing you can't say about me is that my energy ain't righteous. Period. Period. When we take every man in on a council or every judge and put their sexual life on the table and put it in the public, then you could talk about what's going on with my coochie. But until then, we're not gonna talk about it. And you judge everything else because you shouldn't have never been in my fucking bedroom in the first place. So you could judge everything else, and ain't nobody in here that can't tell me that I'm not anointed and I'm not righteous. You can't. I'm the original. I'm the. You want to be the judge? Okay, I'm the real that. I'm the real judge of that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, the Empress. All right. Holy Spirit. Ain't you hearing it? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's time. It's time. It's time. Judgment is here. It's time. A knight could be paying somebody to let something go. Letting go of a crime or something that happened here. These are people waiting 2 years for you to get an inkling that they might be talking about a court case that might have something to do with your splice clone person, that nobody came to your house as a police officer and say, ma'am, we know that whatever, but you having a strange husband that nobody told you nothing. You didn't get no mail, no nothing. Your stupid ass, you saying you sitting here waiting for me to tell you something, and you see me using my gifts purely and only. There's no notaries or nothing that came here. So when I speak, see, you waiting for me to speak. You're not waiting for me to sign nothing. You waiting for me to speak. And that's how I know what it is. You can't tell me nothing. Nothing can't tell me nothing. Justice ain't got no motherfucking price tag on the label or the clothes. You understand what I'm saying? Back in them days when them people was working on them court cases in them damn courtrooms and them offices, when there wasn't no air conditioning, them damn suits all motherfucking day, sweating, stinking, underarms musty, breath stinking, smoking cigarettes and drinking cognac up in there all motherfucking day, busting their ass, getting these, if that's really how it works. Real geniuses wasn't combing their hair, brushing their teeth. They was waking right up, running back down in them books. Probably ain't brushed their teeth in 3 to 5 motherfucking days. It wasn't really caring because they wasn't talking to nobody. They was focusing on something. Mentally, spiritually, emotionally, whatever it is. Now, when they went and they hit jackpot or they started making money off of something, then they spiffed themselves up. They got an office. They set something up, whatever like this. And something changed in their life. And then they were stable in a position or something like this. They had to work their fucking way up. Back in the day, they just got picked because of their works or their attitude or how people seen them judge fairly situations. And they said, yeah, you could be the town judge. Yeah, I'm about to start this new time. I want you to be the judge. I want you to be this person. I want you basically just admit that the shit done already crashed. That's where we at right now. And you think you hiding something from me because you took some people with some money to go and restart some of these towns. Okay. You try to build it around me, it's going to get knocked down. All right. So somebody want to say that somebody's not fortunate. This was the bright idea. Oh, this person ain't of money. Oh, this is not somebody of our same astute or something like this. And you beneath me. You the trash at my feet or the gum on my motherfucking shoe. Especially if these are somebody's in-laws or something like this, or the strange family or something like this, that they haven't been around you for 20 years, but they got to come up off of you and left you behind. And then they see, oh, you're still where we left you. Well, you wouldn't be where you are if you didn't take something from me. And then lie. These is people that be lying and shit. Okay, we got a high priestess in reverse, had this bright idea to say let go or send this fire sign away. All right, this could be I don't know, this could be somebody's child. Somebody could be a jealous child that only want their parents' attention or something like this. Interference here. Cool water energy coming in. Okay. Somebody could have been fiery about this empress here. And somebody, this high priestess said, let's pay this person some money and send this person away. And this, because I'm hearing somebody say, remember, but this person said that the empress did this. But the empress didn't do this. The empress was raising herself up so she can pull this man in. The empress knew what God was telling her. With oneness, this person was not working with these people. Or these people didn't want to be one with you. They wanted to be higher than the empress. This was the wrong action because it's not going to stay that way here. So whatever power Washington had, even north, they don't have it no more. Okay, or respect or something, they've lost it. It's like this person is on the ultralight beam here. This could be somebody upset too. Maybe they thought this empress had something to do with the death of this person because somebody could have patched together what you said and somebody like, ain't no way. They not seeing that this is God, bitch, on earth. That kind. They're not seeing that. They're not seeing that this is Christ. They're not seeing that this is the girl with the 12 stars on her head that they said in the Bible. And the moon at her feet. Here go with the high priestess right here. The high priestess or your phoenix moon or your whoever these other little children, these moon babies or these crescent or this Byzantine energy, they're not seeing that here it is right here in the cards. Somebody feeling threatened because the real motherfucker, the chieftain, the daughter of the chieftain. This is just saying this person got the mindset. No matter what, God put this shit together. No matter many times this person got to rebuild, whichever way they looking at, people gonna understand what this person is saying. It may not be with your words, but you'll be able. You the one with the college for that shit with the degree that work in the office as the paralegal to tell me what the fuck I'm saying and put it together right on the paperwork to make people understand it in your way. But even if people understand it, because everybody that's paralegal is gonna be able to read it like you do, if it's still corrupt, it's corrupt. What I'm saying is not corrupt. There's no hiding nothing or whatever this is. So the more people, most people is going to understand what I'm saying and not what you're saying in legalese. So somebody could say, oh, this girl is a paralegal. Da, 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 da. Oh my God, look at so astute. But the fucking nation is crumbling because you was playing around with this person in the dark for 11 years. We got interference here with the Holy Spirit energy here, and cooling down something. So I don't know. Maybe somebody could have had, because sex with you was right here. Maybe somebody could have, this fire sign could have had some kind of, I don't know. This could be somebody that's angry. This could be this angry man energy. I don't know about this person here, but this is not my person. Okay. Yeah, there's a King of Wands could be pissed off about this. Cause I don't know this person. I never invited this person. I'm not no fucking Viking. I'm not none of that shit. Those people denied me, and I'm glad they did. So you can never use none of your rituals or whatever the fuck that you got going on. You can't never, use whatever this is here on me and try to say, don't play no fucking games with me, man. Because I don't play no games. I don't even like men that play video games, to be honest with you. If it was me, if I was Donald Trump, and I'll ban video games for a year. I'll put this motherfucking nation on strict punishment. I'll strip you motherfuckers of everything, and you have to find out what you had to be humility amongst your neighbor and to take care of each other like the fuck you supposed to. I'll send everybody home, and I'll have these so-called black and white people that still got these old ass problems look at each other, see how stupid you sound with that bullshit that you let these people come up in here and manipulate the situation and see, like, then you got to sit with that chair with tied up in that chair and sit there and look at each other, and every time you say something nice about each other you have to move close, because if your motherfuckers want to be stupid or you don't want to be professional, let's do it all the way. We'll treat this shit like a family dinner. Since you already grabbing up women and signing over their names and social security numbers like cavemen, grabbing them by their heraldry and using their fucking money and building yourself up, I would just start at the top and chop all these motherfuckers' heads off. All the people, and I'll collect all the votes and all the vote holders, and I'll end your motherfucking ass. And that'll be the new world order. Since I already been to see that everybody's going against America, and America ain't going no motherfucking where. So there's a boy child here that's not the son that's going to have to sit the fuck down because somebody made a mistake here. Oh, yeah, I'll send somebody in to rape this person. Then that way she'll be pregnant by somebody else and we can finally get rid of this person. Somebody ain't learning nothing. They've been in a position of power or something. All they want to do is sit here and say, oh, can I bring this woman? Can I bring this witch? And that's why because this person do like them clocks, them grandfather clocks in reverse. You got to go on. The old way is over. Just stop that stupid shit. Okay, something is being transformed here. Okay? I don't like that woman. Give me a new one. Get your new self, motherfucker. Get yourself. Okay? And so we have the food. Somebody leave you for a whole nother family or no whole nother person or a whole nother thing because they want to be a girl or a boy, and you turn around and you didn't realize this nigga left you 4 years ago and they transfer. Everybody else knew he wanted to be a girl but you. And then come back and say, accept me for how I am. Oh, but everybody else knew you was going to be a girl. And you didn't even give me a chance to say whether I wanted to lose the dick or not. What you doing? You listen to these people? Yeah, somebody can't have children or something? It ain't the point, because I don't judge people about what's going on with your skin. What you choosing to do with your skin, that's between you and another God. I'll say that. Unless you touching me with it. I don't care if you want to cut off your breast and whatever you want. I just really don't. I don't want to. Don't bring that shit over here. Don't make it no law. You know what I'm saying? I feel bad for them because some people didn't get to pick to do this. They they was strapped down and they was chopped to pieces. And then somebody wants you to reject this person. I might not. Depending on what God want me to do. I might have to end up back with the nigga and he look like a girl. I don't know. I really don't give a fuck. I'm not a sexually crazed person. I'm just saying. You get what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that replaces people because of some type of something or something that was done to them. I deal with righteous people. I deal with people, situations where somebody was done wrongfully. And I'm judging the nations on the wrongdoings. Somebody could have been cut off from the family or castrated or cut off from communication. Y'all, I can't hold I gotta use the bathroom. Sorry, wait, I'll be back.